Yo, what's up, play?
Let's do one more. Let's do one more Fleekazoid video. That was actually pretty funny. I really wanna play. I wanna watch this
Yo,
one.
what's up, player? Sorry, I was just
Is that the right one? Yes, I really wanna watch this one.
practicing my Japanese. Pips, we did it. Assassin's Creed Shadows is a hit. Our stock is zooming, so it's actually in the free fall. Tell them we got another 1 million players. Hell, make it 2 million more players. Fuck them, they can't prove anything. It works. The stock is skyrocketing because that's what I do. Go get yourself a snail, Pierre. You earned it. You can also have a negative
Chat, do you need subtitles again? Here you go.
$1,000 raise. Eat shit and die. Hi, we're flicking over the little guy, and our consultant division was hired a few years ago to help Ubisoft make Assassin's Creed Shadows the smash hit it is today. In fact, you're fired. The game was too successful. We can't afford you anymore. Which actually leads me to my next point. A disturbing amount of you seem to think that
It's funny, but stuff like this actually happens in business. When someone's doing too well, and I let them go. Because they're becoming too expensive.
this major success will allow the 19,000 people working here to keep their jobs, and unfortunately, that's just not true. Notice how that number doesn't say number 1 in day 1 earnings? Well, that means we'll be laying off at least a couple thousand Frenchmen, and we'll be replacing them with several more sweatshops. And just as a little side note on all that sweatshop business, we are deeply disturbed that word got out about that. Why the hell do you think we hired them? Because they tuck them in at 5 o'clock and have an office wine cooler? We already tried that, and look at how that worked out for us. We got Frenchies starting a revolution every other goddamn day. You know what the nice thing is about sweatshops? They don't pay them enough to buy picket signs. Allegedly, from what I hear, people say this, I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna middle with you. Thanks to the success of the game, Piendang is gonna get a 2-cent raise on the next one. Of course, that's gonna be monthly, though, not daily. The rest of that profit goes to me. I have 3 ex-wives to feed. Speaking of which, you're also fired. My marriage was too successful. I'm getting a divorce. Your salary is gonna help me recoup my losses. Now, flashing back to my years when I was working on the game, my role as chief consultant of dumb fuckery was problem solving. The first problem I noticed? Too many French people, so I said, hit the snail trail, Pepe's. Next order of business, we're making this one another RPG. Nothing says Assassin's
Too
Creed
many
like
French
walking into
people.
a base, everyone's within level range, but then you get to the target and he can one-shot you with a rock. This is fun, as long as you don't know what that
He
word
wasn't even
means.
fucking aiming! Where was bro
And he can
aiming?
one-shot
He's
you.
just fucking...
The rock. This is fun,
What the
as long as you don't know what that word means or what it feels like. Now, on the point of hating our customers, in the Steam review of every Ubisoft game, people are always complaining about how we're forcing a second launcher on them, which is why we're gonna force a 3rd launcher on them. Fuck them. But it's only gonna be a launcher
I
for all
fucking
the
hate
shitty
game
Assassin's
launches,
Creed games.
bro.
I wanna make a clear line in the sand so that new players don't wander off to a better game that we haven't monetized out the ass. Did the Black Flag have shot the cut the box? That's a great question, Pierre. I hope asking it was worth your life. Note to self, make the guy's ass bigger than Nawe's. Reminder, we are a forward-thinking company. Second reminder, settle that lawsuit for that time when we were a little too forward in our thinking. Hang on, I'm getting cold. Why would you make the dude protagonist also Japanese? We already have a Japanese. Listen, I'll tell you what you're gonna do. Everyone's talking about how they love brotherhood, right? Well, why don't you put a brother in the hood? It'll be like Twins with Danny D. The fans are gonna love it. They did not. And whenever he fights, I want you to blast the loudest rap music you got. But not in a racist way. We here at Ubisoft are not racist. So in the least racist way you can, whenever Yasuke shows up on screen, I want you to be blasting that trap music as loud as you can. And I'm not talking yay. I'm talking straight up SoundCloud trap beats with a harp mixed in. I want this shit to sound like Lil Ricefield is just off camera with an Ensonic ASR. And in the cutscenes, when everything should be all quiet and dramatic, I want you to play the weirdest shit you got. That doesn't fit the setting, the scene, or anything. It's perfect. God, these juices are just flowing today. You go fire.
This is real, by the way. Nah, it's not.
Go add 1 million
They
players.
actually...
God,
Nah, this is not real. You can't tell me this is real. Nah, this is not real.
Shit to sound like Lil
Nah.
Ricefield is just off camera with an Ensonic ASR. And in the cutscenes, when everything should be all quiet and dramatic, I want you to play the weirdest shit you got.
Nah, I did not... That's crazy.
That doesn't fit the setting, the scene, or anything. It's perfect. God, these juices are just flowing today. You go fire somebody. You go make something shinier. You go add 1 million players. God, I'm a genius. Now let's talk about the gameplay. We're gonna do a brand new take on the new system where we return to form by changing nothing. Can we all agree on this? Alright, nice, but we need to make these two
They sound just like an army of PS.
characters feel distinct, but in not a racist way, which is why no ass Nawe will be great at everything except combat, and Yasuke will be a little bitch that can't even climb a rock. Unless you don't want him to climb a rock, then he'll be able to climb a fucking rock. I want this man to be like our expert plus difficulty, kind of like that fractured but whole difficulty system. Right around that 15-hour mark where you're getting bored of the repetitive gameplay loop, I want to cure that boredom by giving you even less gameplay options. You want a new mechanic? Pull out your credit card. Don't have the money? Find a country with flexible labor laws, start a sweatshop, and I'll give you some money. Also, that Spartan kick's been our crutch for the last 3 games and it's getting old. That being said, we haven't had a new idea come out of this company in 10 years, and I wouldn't want to break the streak. So just make the kick send these rice farmers into the stars!
Jesus Christ.
Listen, I got a tea time at 6. We really gotta... Let's just stop developing the combat halfway, alright? But Saul, this is a return to form. Shouldn't we have all these mechanics? You're not even speaking American anymore. Listen, we don't have to worry about putting in the other half of the gameplay because... it rains. Besides, people don't want flow. They don't want a unique identity. They want something that feels like nothing. And I don't mean unique. I want to remind them of that empty void where their soul used to be, so they fill that void with cash shop items instead of combat. The old power fantasy combat made them feel big and strong. Sarah, look at me. I want them to feel small. And forget flow. Make it all stuttery. I want it stuttery as hell. I've got a nephew with a stutter. He can't say yes without making it a 10-syllable word. Use that as your inspiration. I'll send you a tape later.
That was not Pierre catching strays, but catching stray peers.
For fuck's sake. Dude, what the face videos are crazy. Can I even laugh at these things? Holy shit, I'm gonna get canceled. I think we have to stop watching. Great suggestion, things are getting me canceled. I laughed at way too many of these things. I'm out, bro. Twitch, I'm gonna get banned before Twitch no, they're gonna ban me after, so I can do my meet and greet real quick.
Speaking of no flow, let's talk about that stealth right now. I want that assassination button to only work half the time. Whole half the time, I want the prompt to assassinate in Assassin's Creed to either not assassinate.
God, I fucking hate how this is actually yes. I fucking hate how this is my humor. I can't wait to get canceled. Yippee!
Assassinate or not show up at all. I want half the encounters to play out like this. Did I just catch you trying to assassinate shit? I want them to stand around with their dicks in their hands waiting to assassinate in Assassin's Creed. You can assassinate when Daddy Ubisoft says you can. Well, so we at least add all these mechanics back from the original games? No, you don't understand. We let them lay down. They don't get anything else. Don't overthink this, guys. These people will buy anything. In 15 years, we'll be selling a JPEG.
That's funny because I specifically didn't play this game because when I told Chad I was looking forward to playing it when it released, I have never in my entire life had such a negative wall of Lily, please don't. Never in my life of playing. I could say I'm playing fucking Rage of the Legends. And I would have had a more positive chat. I was planning on playing this at that time. I was just like, Lily, please, I beg for everything that is holy. I swear on God's green earth, do not play this game. And so I didn't. We saved you. You know, the sad part, I had an animation, everything done for this. I was so excited. I love Assassin's Creed. I was so excited. Did somebody say Raid Shadow Legends?
Peg called Assassin's Creed. Fuck you, give me your money, and these people would still pay us
so I'll
$90
still upload the
Reminder,
animation
the
at some
poor
point.
core
I
is feeling
will.
stiffer
I'm not
than
gonna
our
let
executives when
Zuzu's
they get near
art,
the
Zuzu's
secretaries.
work
Add
go
more
down for
flips to
nothing.
distract.
It's
Next thing,
beautiful.
some guy came up to me the other day and told me we should make a great 12-hour game instead of 80 hours of pondering the rope.
Play
So I
Black
shot
Flag
him.
on
But don't
stream,
worry,
is it
I
for
shot him
that?
in the game, so it only
Maybe we
did
can do
10%
that.
of his health. Our games aren't meant to be.
You know what's funny? We made an animation for this game specifically, but I wanted the classic, recognizable Assassin's Creed hood because I was scared that... 2 reasons. I was scared for 2 things. Cultural appropriation, even though I'm just a fucking cartoon. You never fucking know. And I was scared the animation wasn't recognizable enough as an Assassin's Creed teaser. So I was like, give me the classic Assassin's Creed hood. Make it the classic one with like the white hood. So it'll work and people connect the dots and they're like, okay.
Enjoyed? They're
We
meant
could
to
play
be
Black Flag.
endured. What are we
I
gonna
don't
do?
know.
Make a memorable short campaign, sell 5 million copies in the first month, and immediately get a sequel like some fucking chode? No! I want to lock all your abilities behind 50 fetch quests, and when you go to do that meditation quest as a break from all the fetch quests, I want it to trigger a flashback to that one time where you did a fetch quest. Eat a dick! No, not literally, Yasuke. Don't look at me like that. Stop that. I want to beat the fans.
Yeah, the
down
animation
with
was fully
Monotony
finished
until
and
they
everything.
buy the Yasuke farting Fen
It was
Clowns
all
bundle
ready to
out of
go.
some confused idea
Date
that
and
that'll bring them
everything, and
joy.
then
Think about it like this.
I
For
had to
just
tell Zuzu that
$20, you
I
could
don't
help
think
me
I can
furnish
play
my
this
yacht
game
with high-end
because no one
Dutch
wants me
prostitutes.
to.
Every day that no one buys a microtransaction, one of our executive goes without a line of coke up his nose. Will you be our snow angel? Then just punch in your credit card and buy any one of these bundles. Speaking of people that need help, the enemy AI programming has been slowly degrading for the last 10 years, and the dev team was asking earlier if they should spend any time fixing it, so here's what I'm thinking. Fuck them? Fuck them. Alright, I'll lay them all off. That's what I thought. Sorry, those are just some associates of mine. I thought I'd put that on vibrate. Alright, I had some ideas for the story. First off, my wife's had 100 rounds of Botox in our last 2 years of marriage. I haven't seen her emote in years. Use that as the inspiration for the facial
me a
animations. I'll
second.
send you a tape later.
But I can fight.
My pain is constant and sharp.
Actually, I'm already looking at a cutscene right now. I can't tell whether she's happy, sad, or needs to take a shit. You guys nailed it. Forget what I said. Second, with the GDP of Bosnia invested into this game already, I think the voice acting is where we need to start pinching our pennies in our story-focused game. Have any of you ever heard of AI? It's like a digital robot sweatshop. It's brilliant. Future Fleek here. Now, I can't say whether or not we used the AI, but I will say the end result was indistinguishable from a high-end actor such as Daniel Day-Lewis in Lincoln. Check this out.
Karate, judo, sumo, samurai.
Nissan, Honda, Mitsubishi, Subaru.
The way I know immediately where this is from. Nah, bro, that's crazy.
My bad, I had immersive mode on. I turned it off. Here you go.
Resentment can grow quietly without much warning after a storm.
Now, on a real note, I want you guys to get your lawyers ready to sue anyone that harasses Ubisoft employees. I want the whole world to know that the only people who can harass Ubisoft employees is Ubisoft. Please, everyone, the applause is really unnecessary. I'm but a humble man to the people, the higher tax bracket people. I put on my
Higher
Prada
tax-
slippers, one Sudanese leather monk strap at a time, all right? And that's how I made this game the success
sorry
that it
for
is
being-
today.
Hold
AC
on.
Shadows
I have
is
to
such a
change my
success
sitting
that our
position.
18,000 employee company just got cucked by a game developed by one man named Tyler. It's such a success that
Tyler.
people can't even run Monster
Whoa!
Hunter Wilds,
Whoa!
and they're still buying it more than
Whoa!
Assassins. Then people cucked by a game developed by one man named Tyler. It's such a success that people can't even run Monster Hunter Wilds, and they're still buying it more than Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's such a success, we just shuttered another studio. It's such a success that we just became 10 cents bitch. It's such a success that our stock's hitting 5-year lows. So eat a dick, chuds. Wait until you see how successful we are after Assassin's Creed Crazy Cat Lady drops. Maybe strong feminine energy can take us to new heights. Right here, Jaw. I swear to God, if you don't give this game a... Oh, you're doing it again. He's running it back. I mean, holy shit, this is like... Oh, fuck. Further than ever before. Oh, I went to the corner. You won. I win. You won. I win. Oh, wow. Sunk it.
You gotta accept a little jank to do
Jesus
something.
Christ. Holy fuck. Oh, I love that shit.